Danielle here with Black Rock Castle Observatory, and today we're going to be setting up a telescope. In particular, we're going to be doing this Celestron Astromaster 102 and walking you through all the bits and pieces and how to put it all together. Thank you to Ktec Telescopes who donated this wonderful telescope here, and let's get started. So once you open your box, so you have 3 separate boxes inside, and you'll have this larger one here, which I think might be the tripod. I don't think it's the actual tube. Let me just double check. Yeah, so the larger box inside of here is actually the tripod, which we'll pull out. It's fairly heavy. It's got some good weight to it. We'll just go ahead and actually set this on the side for just a moment while we pull all the components out of the box. And then you have a medium-sized box here next to the larger one, wrapped very nicely. Make sure we have your actual tube of the telescope itself. So let me lift this out gently. This is your main tube here, which we're going to be putting together on the tripod. And in your smaller box, you'll have your eyepieces. So the telescope itself comes with 2 different types of eyepieces. One of them is a 20 millimeter and the other one is a 10 millimeter. And just so you have an idea of how eyepieces work, the lower your number, so the 10 millimeter, is actually giving you a higher magnification than your 20 millimeter. So that's just give you an idea of what you're looking at, and if you want to try to look at it with different magnifications, your lower number is your higher magnification. So first things first, before you put your telescope on top of the mount, you want to make sure that your mount is good and stable. You don't want to extend it too high because the higher it is, the less sturdy it's going to be. So you want to make sure that it's pretty good, pretty sturdy. This is a good sturdy mount as well. So you want to just reach down. There's some tabs in the front where you can unscrew it and pull out the legs so you can get a good height on it. Once you've got it good and sturdy, then you want to make sure that this part of the mount is actually level. You want to be able to put the telescope on top of it so while it's sitting this way and not up and down. It's going to be a lot trickier to do it that way. So in order to do that, you have a guiding stick here that you can unscrew and loosen. And then you're able to actually push it up like that to get it nice and level. Then I would tighten it up just to have it a little easier, a little sturdier for the microscope here, not too much. And then on the telescope itself, you're going to have this track here. This is just going to slide right into the track. And then you'll have these screws on the outside. Just screw those in to tighten. And you want them pretty firm, not too tight, but you want them pretty firm to hold the tube in place. Because you're going to be moving the telescope around once it is on the mount. It doesn't just stay stationary. So as you're looking through the night sky and you're looking at things, you're going to notice that your sky shifts around. It actually moves throughout the night, so you want to be able to move your telescope as well. But also, if you want to move from one star to another star, or even another planet, then you want to make sure that you want to be able to move your telescope pretty freely. So in order to do that, this particular telescope is an alta-azimuth mount. So that means it goes up and down and left and right. And the way you do that is with your guiding scope here, that your guiding stick is actually going to move it up like that and down like that. And then on this side, you have a little tab that you can unscrew, and this will actually move the telescope left and right. So if say you want to look at something over there, you can move it like this first, tighten that into place, and then you can move it up like this, and then tighten it into place. The Celestron Astromaster 102 is a refractor telescope. So when the light enters through the lens down the tube, it actually gets reversed, it gets flipped. So this is an image diagonal, and that corrects the image, so when you're looking at it, it'll look proper when you're actually looking through the eyepieces. So you just have to pop off this part here, and you can see inside that there's a mirror in there. And then you will just pop off the end here as well. And then this piece goes right in to the end of the telescope. You have to unscrew that a bit to get it in all the way. Then you can screw it back on to tighten it. And then you'll take this part out and your eyepieces will go in there. We'll use the 20mm eyepiece there. Now be careful because it's very easy to touch that and get a fingerprint on it. And if you do, it's not a big deal. The box has a cleaning cloth in there to clean your lenses, so it's not that much of a problem. And your eyepiece sits right in there, no problem. You want to tighten it a little bit, there's a little screw on the side. You can just tighten that there, hold your eyepiece in place. You're almost all set. Last bit is to make sure that you take off the end of the optical tube assembly. Once you're all set up, and you have an object in mind that you want to look at, when you're looking through the eyepiece here, in order to focus on that object, you have these wheels here that will move the tube out, and if you go the opposite direction, it'll move the tube in. So this will help you to get a finer, crisper, more detailed image of what you're looking at. So, here you go. I hope that was simple enough for you. Not too many pieces there, and it's a pretty easy telescope to set up. I hope you find it simple as well. If you have any questions, of course, you can always contact Black Rock Castle Observatory, and we can help you through the process if you have any trouble setting up your own telescope. I hope you guys have a blast with it. You're able to spot some really cool things in the sky, and let us know what you find. If you want to go a little further, you can actually get adapters that will attach your phones to the end of the eyepiece as well. So if you want to go out and take photographs of the moon and you capture anything, send them to us. We'd love to see them. Hope you have a good time with it. Congratulations!